What's going on, y'all? Y'all know who it is. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I have to say that because all these people are copying me. All these dark-skinned women now that we see on television talking about dark skin, you are a fucking fraud. You're not the dark-skinned activist. This Spice chick that's up here on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you're a fucking fraud. You're using dark skin for a storyline. You're fake. I'm not in solidarity with none of you. You're not the dark-skinned activist. You didn't bring the topic of dark skin to television. You didn't bring the topic of dark skin to YouTube. I did. You eating off my work. In fact, all you bitches should be paying me. That's the honest truth about it. And if anybody got a problem with the truth, you got a problem with yourself. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, you got a problem with yourself. And I'm here to let everybody know there's only one motherfucking dark-skinned activist, and that's Rashida Strober. Everybody that's watching this video better understand that, okay? Everybody better get that straight. It's only one dark-skinned activist, and you looking at her, the woman who started it all. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me get into it. Let me get into it because I have to let, in this era here, I tell y'all, I just did a live and I'm back to back. I'm on a roll today. I just did a live giving y'all the phases of dark-skinned activism. And that included when I was a child, trying to understand, that's phase number one, why I was being discriminated against. Then phase number two, creating this thing called dark-skinned activism in 1998. None of you motherfuckers was around. There was no social media. There was no reality TV. You're stealing. You've watched me and you've copied me. You watched me, you mocked me, and you copied me, every last one of them, whether they want to admit it or not. Then the next phase, which was the third phase, was working my ass off to get this topic out to the masses. Then now we're in the fourth phase of people who have called me crazy, but don't want to see me get the credit for my work. Other dark-skinned women, you don't deserve monetary credit for my work. You don't deserve to be pimping my work on these platforms. Amara La Negra, you're not the dark-skinned activist. You're a fraud as well. Every last one of you. Every last one of you. That's right. So with that being said, hold on. Let me share my screen. Let's get into this introduction because I got to let everybody know what time it is. Rashida Strober is the only person in the world to focus exclusively on dark skin and has been doing so since 1998, as is demonstrated by a 20-year body of work. Meet the founder and inventor of the first movement in history for dark skin, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist. She's interviewed in Harlem after her show.
All right, so I am here with Rashida Strober, finally getting a chance to meet her face to face. We have, she's been on my show twice. Yep. Me and Unique. Yep. Unique should be logging on soon. And, you know, there were a few people that didn't get a chance to hear the interview, which they can log on and see. Who is that? See, I can't even see. Because I'm so what? Heather Shack. Okay, so let me just say something about Heather really quickly. Heather enjoyed you so much the first time that you were on the show. She was actually one of the ones that was like, no, she has to come back. Thank you, Heather. And so I don't know, Heather, if you have a question, but we don't have a lot of time. But if you don't have a question that you want to pose, I just want to start off with a question that I've asked Rashida a million times before, which is what inspired her to do a dark-skinned woman's revenge. So in case y'all didn't hear the answer on my show, she can answer now.
Yeah, just my life experiences of wanting to tell my truth. That's really wanting to tell my truth.
In 1998, Rashida Strober created dark-skinned activism, the first movement in history to advocate for dark-skinned people, and called herself the dark-skinned activist. Rashida created the phrases dark-skinned activist and dark-skinned activism. Rashida also coined the word darkism. She is the first person in recorded history to create a movement of this kind. She is the first artist, author, actress, YouTuber, and social commentator to focus only on dark skin, and has been doing so since 1998. She's written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Her books can be found at darkskinactivist.com. Rashida has been touring the country since 2006, giving darkism lectures and performances of her play. For bookings, go to darkskinactivist.com. Books include A Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober Story, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, first motivational book for dark-skinned females, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. The 20-year legacy of the dark-skinned activist continues. For more information on Rashida's 20-plus years as the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, visit darkskinactivist.com. Share, like, subscribe, donate, and make a donation to the PayPal email icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. All right, so I'm going to stop that screen sharing back now. Had to get that out of the way, let you bitches know that's out here copying me. You mock me, then you copy me, but you're not the dark-skinned activist. It's only one. All right. Now, this is for you. This is for the person that contacted me yesterday to tell me about this particular issue. And I want to let you know as a supporter that I'm hearing you and I've looked into it and I'm addressing it. And I'm not going to say this person's name, but this is the message that I received yesterday. I'm going to read it. It was a Facebook message from a supporter/fan. Thank you very much. And I just want to say real quick before I read this, I'm not talking to the black women or the dark-skinned women or the light-skinned women or the brown-skinned women who are honest women. I'm only talking to these unscrupulous lying bitches that know that they're out here stealing my work, that are not giving credit where it's due, that are sitting back. They got handlers. They got people that can go out and look at social media and look at people like me and rip me the fuck off. I'm talking to those bitches. I don't got no respect for you. I don't respect this Spice chick. You are a fraud. Yes, you are. I don't respect Amara La Negra. You are a fucking fraud. I have no respect for you. You're not the dark-skinned activist. You're using colorism and darkism for a storyline. Use a fucking fake and use a fucking fraud. Period. I'm not talking to the black women and the dark-skinned women that are not doing that, because I do realize that there are black women out there who are honest, who are not thieves, who are not ratchets. I'm not talking to y'all. I just wanted to just come on here and say that. Let me get to this message that I received. You said, just wanted to tell you about this young dark-skinned couple. Their names are Jaquez and Dreezy. They are both rappers. Ever since Jaquez got with her and started posting her on her page, people have been in her comment section, mostly black women. And this brought me back because this is the conversation that I had with this person. But she said mostly black women calling her ugly, saying she looks like a man, saying they look like siblings. I know it's because she's dark-skinned. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I got a lot to say about this. I know it's because she's dark-skinned. It's so disheartening to see them trying to tear them down. And then she shows me a picture of these rappers that I just named. And you can go on their Instagram, because I just said their names. I'm not going to show it on here because, you know, YouTube got its issues. All right. So, you know, I have experienced that type of darkism firsthand. And when I read this message I got, first thing I thought back to was in 2008, I believe it was, when Tamika and Usher Raymond got together, and how it was the black women that was coming for Tamika. They were coming for Tamika. They were coming for Tamika. That's what they were doing. And I already knew the reason. It was because she was dark-skinned. She wasn't a mixed race biracial. And it's a damn shame that it's the black women. It's y'all, a lot of y'all that be perpetuating this. You know, it's just absolutely disgusting and sickening. And I can relate to this whole, you're dark-skinned, he's dark-skinned, y'all brother and sister thing, because my ex was dark-skinned. And people used to say the same thing. Oh, is that your brother? Is that your sister? What you mean? What you mean? What do you mean if this is my bro? Why this can't be my husband? Why this can't be my husband? You know what I'm saying? So this ingrained thing that we have going on in our community called darkism that will not allow us to see a dark, especially in the age of social media. will not allow us to see a dark-skinned couple together, happy, in peace, in love, without someone coming and having something negative to say. And as we can see, it always seems to be, not always, but a lot of the times, in the majority of cases, it seems to be, it's other Black people. It's other Black people that make these negative and disparaging comments, that don't even want to see another Black person happy. And like I said, it's Tamika and Usher Raymond all over again. Because Black women were more comfortable with seeing Usher with Chili. Okay? Let's be honest. It is the most sickest thing that actually doesn't make any logical sense. Because if you're complaining about Black men not choosing you, and then you turn around and you praise them for choosing someone that doesn't look, that doesn't make any sense. You're going against your own self-interest. Now, these are the philosophy and opinions of the world's first and only dark-skinned activists. Bitches be watching me and copying me. So if you hear this commentary anywhere else, if you hear it chopped up, twisted, screwed up, whatever, because that's what they try to do. They try to chop it up. It's not your commentary. You didn't create anything. You're not the dark-skinned activist. There's only one dark-skinned activist. All of you, every last one of you are my sons and daughters. Anybody talking about dark skin, they're doing it because of Rashida Strober, period. They are Rashida Strober. Let's put it like that. Anybody. And that goes out to, like I said, this Spice chick, you're a fake and a fraud. I want to tell you to your face, you're a fake and a fraud using colorism. Talk about skin lightening. It's use a fraud. Use a fraud. Use a fraud. Moving right along. Moving right along. So, darkism is not going to allow a dark-skinned couple like this to be happy. It's not going to allow it because it's too many self-hating, envious, because that's a lot of it too. Let's keep that 100. It's a lot of envy going on. Like, you mad it wasn't you? You want to be in her spot? A lot of it is that as well. So not only are we dealing with women, Black women, who look and say, well, they'll look and say, well, you know, oh, she don't look good enough. But it comes from a deep-seated place of jealousy and envy that has been in the Black community for the longest. Absolutely, Natural Beauty 26. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not going to put the information up because of the way YouTube is nowadays. I ain't got time for it. I'm just going to say their names, which you can go. They have a public Instagram page. I'm looking at it right now. Jaquez and Breezy. Apparently, they're both rappers, according to this person that sent me this information. So they're both dark-skinned rappers. They're dark-skinned. And I'm actually looking at some of the comments here. Y'all go on Instagram. Some of the comments here. Somebody said, y'all, a ugly arse couple. I'm not surprised. That's one of the comments. Calling them, excuse me, ugly as a couple. I mean, there's a lot of comments on here. There's a lot of, there's some comments on here in support as well, I would say. But the comments on here that are derogatory is nothing short of darkism. This is a comment that I had gotten used to over the years. WTF is this. That's like a code word for giving you an insult. If somebody looks at you and says, well, what is this? They're actually insulting you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of derogatory. If you go in there and look, there's some comments on there that are in support. And then there's comments in there that are clear indicators of darkism. Clear indicators that these people feel, some people feel, a lot of people feel that he should not be with, and it's always going towards the woman. See, that's another thing. It's never, it doesn't go towards the man. People don't be like, oh, well, dark-skinned woman, why are you with that dark-skinned man? It goes the other way. This is why I tell people all the time that want to try to attack me. By the way, I will debate anybody and you'll lose because I'm actually right based upon what is factual. They try to tell me that, well, maybe it's the dark-skinned woman's fault, or maybe you did something wrong. They're always trying to put the dark-skinned woman on trial. Because if that's the case, then why do the people always come for the woman? They come for the woman. They're not coming for the man like that. They're coming for him, but they're coming for him so as to say, well, why did you choose her? Why did you get somebody better? Like, for example, with the Usher, Raymond, Tamika situation. They came for Tamika. They did not come for Usher like that, except to criticize him for dating and marrying her. But they were coming for Tamika and her looks. This is what these people do. Quick commercial break. I saw Usher and Tamika Raymond back in 2008. I'll never forget it. It was media takeout. And I was still doing my dark skin activist thing. I'm the originator. Bitches, not you. These bitches is copying me. Every fucking last one. I'm gonna throw that in there every time I feel the spirit, hallelujah, hits me. To tell the truth. To tell the truth. They was coming for her on media takeout. Now they come for you on Instagram. They come for you on Facebook. They come for you on whatever social media platform that you decide to expose to the world. Well, this is my man, or this is my woman. If they feel like the person is not an acceptable looking person, they come for you. They come for you. This is darkism. Darkism in your face. Darkism manifest. And this is why y'all need to take my darkism course. Understanding darkism. We're going to cut through all the extra stuff. I know I cuss sometimes, but let me tell you something. By the way, there won't be any cursing in the darkism course that's coming up on April 23rd. I need y'all to go ahead and register, because when you take my course, Understanding Darkism, you are going to begin to understand context, why this is the case. And I'm going to the link here, and I'm going to the screen here. You can get your virtual tickets. Get your virtual tickets. I'm going to throw the link inside the chat box. And the course is a comprehensive course to help you understand issues like the one I'm discussing now, where you have a dark-skinned couple attacked because the woman is dark-skinned. I don't think that's going to go through. Hold on one second, y'all. I think I had too many things that I copied and pasted there. Give me 1 second here. So I got to delete that out. So let me go back. And here's the online course, the Darkism online course, Understanding Darkism. And I'm just going to copy and paste the link, and I'm going to throw it into the chat box. And remember, it's always in the description box for my videos. You can find, oh, I'm not sure why that's not going through. That's weird. That is so strange. But anyway, I'll get it enough for y'all. But this is the Darkism course right here. And I want you guys to take this course April 23rd, which is a Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because you're going to begin to understand why things like this take place. And I have been speaking on this for years, and I told y'all people they mock me and they copy the hell out of me. I got chicks on TV copying and ripping off and plagiarizing my work, using it for a storyline, frauds like that. But you're dealing with the real deal. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. There's only one. It's not 2, 3, 4. It's only one dark-skinned activist. Don't ever get up. I have to tell the truth. So what I decided to do is put information in the form of a course so that people can begin to understand clearly what this entire darkism thing is all about. And that way you won't be so confused. You won't be so disunderstanding. You won't be so disheartened. Quick commercial break, y'all. you will begin to understand when you go onto an Instagram post, like one for this couple, you will begin to understand after you take my Understanding Darkism course, why you see derogatory comments about the phenotype of the couple. Why you see people saying, oh, you're ugly. Oh, she looks like a man. You'll begin to understand these things. This is why I'm offering this course, because I really want people to understand. Understanding is the greatest thing that we can, probably the greatest thing that we could do. Even if there's something that you don't necessarily agree with, there's a lot of things that I don't agree with, but I attempt to understand. And darkism is something that everybody should be trying to understand, because Black people, all Black people are affected and impacted by darkism. By the way, I just went ahead and threw the course up in the course link in the chat box. So you can go ahead and click that link and go and purchase the course. And you also need to make sure that you purchase the book, my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Make sure you purchase the book because it is required for the course. So the book itself is $40 if you purchase it from me. You can also get it on Amazon as well, but you'll get an autographed copy of the book for $40 if you purchase it from me. And how can you purchase it? You can go to my GoFundMe and pay the $40, or you can go to my PayPal and you can make that payment. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the GoFundMe, and I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the PayPal in the chat box. So I just hate to say it, but when I got the message, I mean, it is shocking. It's all, darkism is always shocking to me, but it's never surprising to me. Like, I'm never surprised because I have been a victim of this type of thing myself. Of, again, when you see a dark-skinned couple together, I was married to a dark-skinned person for years. People looking at you like they don't think that you should be together. This is darkism. We have been programmed to this type of darkism. And we were programmed to it before social media came along. Social media via Instagram, via YouTube, Facebook, where you visually see who's with who. You know how people love to go post their pictures. All it's done is bring that same type of mentality that we have been exposed to for years in the community for the entire freaking world to see. Because you can post these comments calling a dark-skinned couple ugly online and people can see it. It's right there for you to see. Raydale Brown, shout out to you. I'm looking at your comment. You said at the church I attend, there are several dark-skinned couples that have been married for 25 plus years. And you know, there are a lot of successful dark-skinned couples out there. And I would never say that there isn't, but what I do know is there just seems to always be, not even seems, there is this underlying elephant in the room attitude towards dark-skinned couples. And this Instagram post is just one of many clear indications of this. Is right there. The darkism is like right there in your face. And sometimes I think that the brothers be kind of reluctant, the ones especially that are younger, and I've done videos about this before. Years back, I've been the dark-skinned activist, the originator, created the entire lane. It wasn't you. I did this. Everybody talk about dark skin and colorism. These bitches are stealing from me. It's only one originator. You didn't create this. I talked about how the older a man gets, you know, the more likely he may be able to want to finally say, I want to get up with a darker skin. But that's not something that a lot of them want to do when they're younger. And so now it's like that again, they're worried about what their peers are going to say. You know, they're worried about how they're going to look to their friends. They have all these different notions of what type of woman they should have on their arm. So, you know, sometimes that changes. And I want to stress sometimes that changes as the person gets older. So now you got social media where people are almost expected to talk about, post their relationship status. And so the critique is like immediate. It's like right there in your face. You can't avoid it, and you got to deal with it. It's like, so anybody that wants to deny darkism can't deny it with the existence of social media. You might have been able to deny that this type of thing existed before, you know. So for example, let me give you an example of what I mean by the denial factor. There was a young lady, and I want to say thank you, India Rochelle, that she told the truth about how basically dark-skinned women have been copying me. But in doing so, she also said that she wasn't aware of the darkism that takes place in a Black community prior to reading my books and my, looking at my plays and my commentary, my YouTube, all that. She wasn't aware. That's the thing. Some people, they may not have been like acutely aware of it. You might hear certain things in passing, but the internet has brought it through me, through dark skin activism, has brought it to the people's attention that this is something that is very real. And I can say, boom, here's an example. You got two dark skinned rappers, dark skinned woman, dark skinned man, that people feel shouldn't be together because they're both dark skinned. Insane. It's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the architect, the designer of the very first platform in history for dark skin. And I wanted to just come on here and give my commentary about this situation out of respect for this young lady, because she contacted me and you're one of my core supporters, and I really appreciate you. Once again, I want to encourage everyone to take my Darkism course online. Give me 1 second here, and I'm going to... Sorry about that, guys. You couldn't hear me for a second, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen one more time. I want to invite everyone to take my Understanding Darkism course so that, again, you can begin to understand these things. And my Understanding Darkism course is going to take place, I'm clicking the link, going to the link, on April 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You do need to purchase the book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. You can get the book from me. The book is $40, or if you want to get it from my GoFundMe, through GoFundMe, you can go ahead and make that donation through GoFundMe for the $40, or you can go to my PayPal, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Boom. And I just put everything in there in the links. And once again, I want to thank everybody for watching the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, as I give you guys my commentary about different acts of darkism that have been taking place in the Black community for years. And I do thank you, because again, when I started dark-skinned activism in 1998, I started in my family with this stuff, this crazy stuff. Oh, you crazy? People on social media, they think that they're hurting me by saying that. I've been called crazy before social media existed, for becoming the dark-skinned activist by my family. So it's nothing new to me. I'm built for this and was able to handle it. Okay. Because I was already prepared for it. So with that being said, I want to thank the people that take their time, even the haters that take their time to come on and listen to my Darkism commentary, because it's been years in the making. Years in the making. Trust me. From 98 all the way up until 2019, I'm here, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I thank y'all for watching. And I hope to see everyone on April 23rd for my first online Darkism course called Understanding Darkism. Once again, I put all the information in the links in the chat box. And make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like this video, because there's someone out there that needs to hear what I am saying. Very important. So I thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed rest of the day. And I might come back up on here again. And, if the spirit hits me, I'll come back up on here again and talk to y'all some more. Rashida Strober is the only person in the world to focus exclusively on dark skin, and has been doing so since 1998, as demonstrated by a 20-year body of work. Meet the founder and inventor of the first movement in history for dark skin, Rashida Strober, the world's first dark skin activist, founder of dark skin activism, created in 1998. She's interviewed in Harlem after her show on the Dark Skin Activist Tour.
All right, so I am here with Rashida Strober. Finally getting a chance to meet her face to face. We have, she's been on my show twice. Yep. Me and Unique. Yep. Unique should be logging on soon. And, you know, there were a few people that didn't get a chance to hear the interview, which they can log on and see. Who is that? See, I can't even see. Because I'm so blind. Heather Shack. Okay, so let me just say something about Heather really quickly. Heather enjoyed you so much the first time that you were on the show. She was actually one of the ones that was like, no, she has to come back. Thank you, Heather. And so I don't know, Heather, if you have a question, but we don't have a lot of time. But if you don't have a question that you want to pose, I just want to start off with a question that I've asked Rashida a million times before, which is what inspired her to do a dark-skinned woman's revenge. So in case y'all didn't hear the answer on my show, she can answer now.
Yeah, just my life experiences of wanting to tell my truth. That's really wanting to tell my truth.
In 1998, Rashida Strober created dark skin activism, the first movement in history to advocate for dark-skinned people, and called herself the dark skin activist. Rashida created the phrases dark skin activist and dark skin activism. Rashida also coined the word darkism. She is the first person in recorded history to create a movement of this kind. She is the first artist, the first author, the first actress, the first YouTube commentator and social commentator to focus her work only on dark skin, and has been doing so since 1998. She's written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Her books can be found at darkskinactivist.com. Rashida has been touring the country since 2006, giving darkism lectures and performances of her play. For bookings, go to darkskinactivist.com. Books include A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober Story, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment. The 20-year legacy of the dark-skinned activist continues. For more information on Rashida's 20-plus years as the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, the creator and inventor of the entire dark-skin lane, go to darkskinactivist.com. Share, like, subscribe, and make sure you donate to the Dark Skin Activist campaign at the PayPal email address, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com.